Amongst the Git mobs, it is no crime to launch a leadership challenge by trying to stab your Git Lord in the back. It is, however, inadvisable to mess it up. When Rippa Narkbad's bid for power went horribly wrong, he chose rapid and self-imposed exile over the messy death he would undoubtedly have faced if he had hung about. His two best lads, Stabbit and Mean Eye, came with him, more out of guilt by association than any real sense of loyalty. Down but not defeated, Rippa has led his grumbling and mutinous companions to Beastgrave in pursuit of the magnificently shiny chopper he sees every night in his dreams. With that blade in his hand, surely Rippa could ride back to his tribe and claim rulership over all the headless corpses of his old rivals. The Gnarlspirit pack are a band of Dark Oath warriors marked by animalistic spirits. Forced to abandon their tribe by the savage urges that gnaw at the back of their minds, these beastly patrons have driven their warband to the root halls below the Gnarlwood, where they've found a wealth of worthy foes to hunt. The pack follows the hunt shaman Sarakar Blackwing into battle. Though he might be wiry and strange, he's the only one who can interpret the guttural howls of the warband's beast spirits. Today's game of Warhammer Underworlds will be a Rivals format game. Let's go check out the warbands that will be getting used and the decks they'll be using as well. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with the Voidcursed Thralls rival deck. Now I'm going to combine this with Rippa's Snarlfangs, mainly because I haven't got to use Rippa's Snarlfangs on the channel yet, but I also think they'd be a little bit interesting to use this with. We're going to play through a couple of warbands to see what we think of the Voidcursed Thralls over the next few weeks, hopefully as well. So with that, yeah, I'm going to be playing Voidcursed Thralls. You can see the brand new plot that makes everything Voidcursed. It's all about turning people into your thralls, both you and your opponent, and generating some Voidcursed points and stuff like that. And we've got the deck list up there for you. And then the lovely wife Mia, she's going to be playing with the Gnarlspirit pack today. They're going to be using their generic Rivals deck. We've got the card list up here for you. So with that said, let's go get into the game. Today's video is brought to you by Baron of Dice, a premium wargaming dice that make your table come alive. Now, if you're looking for some great dice to suit an army you play on the tabletop in a variety of different games, go to Baron of Dice and check out their website. You can also use our discount code down in the video's description, which will help support the channel, but also nab you a cheap little discount. The dice you see pictured here are the official dice for Parabellum's Last Argument of King's Conquest by them as well, which you can find on the Parabellum eStore as well. So the board is all deployed. We have Rippa's Snarlfangs, we've got Mean Eye over here, and Rippa and Stabbit over there. We then have the Gnarlspirit pack, Sarakar Blackwing at the backfield there, Crimson Kira. We have Lupin Longcut, and we have Gorl Spinehammer at the front there. Alright, so we're going to go priority for the first turn. This is for Rippa's Snarlfangs. We have just a support for the Gnarlspirit pack. Go for it. You got a crit, so you're going to get the first turn with the Gnarlspirit pack. And so before we go into the first activation of the Gnarlspirit pack, we've got the Voidcursed Thralls plot. What this does is at the start of the round, if there are no surviving friendly Voidcursed fighters, I choose a surviving friendly fighter, and that fighter is Voidcursed. Voidcursed fighters cannot make any other actions other than move, attack, and charges. And they can't make range 3+ attack actions. They also can't be driven back, and they have a defense characteristic of 1 shield. So I'm going to put a Voidcursed token. I'm going to make Rippa Narkbad the leader of the warband Voidcursed now. Alright, so first activation, you're going to do a charge, but before you're doing the charge with Gorl Spinehammer, you are putting the spirit counter on him, moving him 3 for a charge, super action, and then he's going to attack, so you need hammers with him. Double hit. Alright, so I've got the defense dice for me. I get 1, but that's not enough. That is a success, but not enough. So you're going to do the damage with Gorl Spinehammer. And so 3 damage is done to Stabbit, who now only has 1 wound remaining after Gorl hits hard. Alright, so after that, the Gnarlspirit pack will then play a ploy called Spurred Onwards. They get +1 move to the first friendly fighter to make a move action in the next action. However, +2 if that fighter is a beast and 1 or more other surviving friendly fighters and not beasts. Right, so my first activation with Rippa's Snarlfangs is we're going to attack back at Gnarlspirit. So we're going to use stickers. Sorry, it is Stab and Sticker, what a name of a weapon. So we need cross swords here for our weapon to go off. We've got the crit. So defense on Gnarl, he actually has 2 dice now on Gnarl because he's currently a beast. Which won't get it because he didn't get the crit, so I will deal the damage. And then as a reaction, because I've attacked with one of my other weapons, the wolf will now use its Snarlfang jaws. So 1 dice, that won't do anything. Need to get hammers on that. Alright, so next to activate will be Crimson Kira. Now she's going to put a spirit token on it, which actually gives her a +1 move, adding to the +2 because she's now a beast. She's got 7 movement, and she can go all the way over here to Menai and do an attack. So she's going to do her clawed axes. She's got 3 dice. She needs cross swords. She's got a crit. So defense, and nope, got nothing there. So that'll be 2 points of damage on Menai. Right, so next up we're going to do a charge with Rippa. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 and perform a charge. And so we'll attack Gnarl's Spine Hammer. Alright, so Rippa is then going to attack Gnarl, so we need hammers on our 2 dice. Offensively, we got 1, and we got support, because we have our friends supporting here, so we've actually got 2 successes. Gnarl has 2 defense dice he needs to roll, so he needs either crit or double success. He got double crit, he's fine. So he made the other attack, so we're going to do the Snarlfang Jaws now, which will hit on a base because it's supported. So 2 defense dice, you just need to get 1 success. Crit again. So after Rippa, we're then going to play a ploy called Unbearable Energies, where I choose an enemy fighter adjacent to one or more Void Curse fighter, Rippa's Void Curse, and deal 1 damage to that chosen fighter. So Gnarl will take 1 damage. Alright, so next up, Lupin Longcut is going to put a spirit token on himself, and then he's going to perform a charge action, which will be going in here. Now, what's cool is when he becomes the beast and has a spirit token, he can't double supports his successes, and he's already getting supports his successes from Gnarl, so he's got quite a bit. So what does he need? He needs, with that one, hammers on the charge. So that's a crit and success. I don't think I can stop that. And get a support, which knocks out your success, but it's still the crit. So we are just going to go and attack with Menai. So he's going to use the Grot Bow, which is 2 dice, need cross swords. Got 1. So you need your defense dice on Crimson Kira, who just has the 1. She does not succeed, so that will be 1 point of damage on Crimson Kira. And so because I attacked with the Grot Bow, I can go with the Snarlfang, which will go 1 die. And so the defense roll fails, so that'll be another 2 points of damage on Crimson Kira, which will be enough to actually take her out. Alright, so last action for the turn will be Sarkar Blackwing, who's going to put a spirit token on himself, giving himself +2 move, going to there so he can attack Rippa. So 2-inch range, 2 attacks, needing hammers with him. That's crit, which will do it. So we are going to go on Rippa, who has defense 1. Does not get it, so we'll take the hit. Now, because you did attack Rippa, then that means Menai will actually inspire for the turn. So after that, we're then going to play an upgrade, which will be Brute Resilience, and this will be going on Gnarl's Spinehammer, giving him an extra wound. Alright, I'm then going to put an upgrade, which will be Surging Power, and this is going to go on Rippa. When you give this upgrade to a fighter, you pick one, either give them Grievous 1, which is what I'll be doing to their range 1 and range 2 attack actions. Also of note, I actually scored 2 of these objectives. So what we've done here is we've got Gathered Thralls, a Surge Duel. You score this immediately after your opponent's activation step. 3 or more Void Curse fighters are adjacent to each other, and that is 3 right there. And one of more of those fighters are enemy fighters. 2 of them are actually. And I've also completed this. Surge, score immediately after an opponent's activation. 1 or more enemy fighters are Void Cursed. And then Menai, for his last thing, we're just going to do a move. So 1, 2, 3. No, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. And so, end of the round. Unceasing Imperatives. I score this in the end phase. If each surviving Void Curse fighter from 1 or more warbands has a move and or charge token. You charged with everything, so did I, so we'll score this as well. And so the Gnarlspirit pack will score these. Now, they did reveal over the hunt at the start of the turn, so they've had this. Each surviving friendly fighter has one or more charge tokens, so get 2 points for that. And then we've got True Selves as well, where we score this in the end phase. If each surviving friendly fighter is either inspired, which none of them are, but they all are beasts. So then with those victory points for the Gnarlspirit pack, we're going to have a Den Breaker and Preternatural Senses, both played on Gnarlspirit. Now, we're not too concerned about the effects of what these do, but more importantly, what they're going to be doing is that they'll actually allow them to score the last objective in the hand of the Gnarlspirit pack, because it is the third or subsequent upgrade on Gnarlspirit. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. Alright, so first things first, we're going into turn 2, so it is priority. So we got a crit and then 4 dice needed for the priority for the Gnarlspirit pack. So priority roll for the Gnarlspirit pack. You got a crit and you got some regular support, so you'll get the first turn. Alright, so Gnarlspirit is going to attack Rippa Snarlfangs. Now he's removed his beast counter, which means the model has now inspired. So go for it. Alright, so need the crit. We do not get it. So that is going to be a dead Rippa, unfortunately. And so we go over to the first turn of Rippa Snarlfangs with just one fighter left. Got Me Knight. So I'm just going to do a move with Me Knight, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's not play anymore. Alright, so next up for the Gnarlspirit pack, he's going to keep his spirit counter. He's going to move Sarakar with his extra movement thanks to his beast counter. Alrighty, so going with a range attack with his staff into Me Knight. That'll be a crit, that's not good. Me Knight will have a dodge. I don't think that does enough. And I think that's actually going to see Me Knight taken down, which is going to really hurt. Which at this point, that means there's nothing I can really do with the Rippa Snarlfangs and the Void Curse. We'll have a look at objectives at the end of this round. And so, yeah, there's not much I can do, but for the Gnarlspirit pack, they will get Oath of Slaughter for killing 2 enemy fighters in the same round, which will score them 2 because I showed it at the start, so you get another 2 for that. And then at the next activation, you'll be able to move him literally 1 square there, and it'll get Rapid Raid, where all surviving friendly fighters are in enemy territory, for another 3 points for the Gnarlspirit pack. And so that'll be the end of the game, because there's nothing more I can do with the cards I've got. I can't even score off table to potentially get anything. The Gnarlspirit pack will win the game, which will be 10-4 in the end. Quite a convincing win. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me, we have a Discord server for the channel, and that is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel. This is either via Patreon or YouTube members using one of our affiliate links and codes down there, like Baron of Dice, Gap Games, or Mithras Games, or by supporting us directly on Patreon or YouTube members. If you'd like to do any of those, we have links for that all in the description. And as a special thank you to our Patrons and YouTube members, we'd like to give them all a shout out. So thank you to our Patreons: Soren, Kenny Lowell, Alder and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Q Dynamic, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Benjamin Swallows, Red Martin, Iron Grinch, Colorblind Magic, Grimscold, and Andy C. And our YouTube members: Greenridge Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, and John Castle. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Once again, everyone, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.